already we are super limited in the one and only Bethlehem Lights Heritage Tree that we're offering this year, and in the one and only 12-foot tree. Look at that giant tree back there, way in the back. That's 12 feet tall. Do you realize they're almost all completely sold out already? And we have no other 12-foot tree coming in of any brand this year. So what this is the Bethlehem Lights Heritage Tree. This is Bethlehem Lights' very high-end edition of Christmas trees, and we do one heritage tree every year at QVC. This is it, and we will not have another reorder of this or more of these coming back in after this quantity sells out this year. It's a very realistic looking tree. It has pine cones, all the different tips. It's very full and lush. You don't see any wires, and it's got all the Bethlehem Lights technology like Ready Shape, which means it fluffs itself. It's got instant power. All the power is in the pole. You have one thing to plug in. It comes with a stand, and it comes in lots of different sizes. So let me run those down for you because everything is on 6 easy payments. All you have to choose is your height and if you want clear or multicolor lights. So let us know which of those. The 5-foot tree here on your screen is 6 payments of $36.50. Look at the difference between our price and what this tree would be at retail. Again, remember, this is a very high-end Bethlehem Lights tree. The 6.5 foot is 6 payments of $53.17. Your payments are $64.83 in the 7.5 foot. We have a 9 foot for $89.83 per payment. That's usually the tallest one we offer. In the 12 foot, which is 6 payments of $131.50, we have very few left. In fact, I think there's like 3 left in the multicolor, which is why it's not even on the set, and just a few more than that in the clear. So let me bring out my very good friend, Chad Johnston, who's hiding somewhere in this forest. Where's Chad? Hi!
Hi, Carolyn.
You're a big, tall guy, and I couldn't even see you behind that tree. Hi, buddy. How are you?
Doing?
It's
good to see you. Thanks for having me.
So I kind of gave the quick rundown on this tree, but this, I feel like I'm standing next to a real tree. It's gorgeous.
It all starts with the look, and that's what Bethlehem Lights pride themselves on, making it look real. And to do real, we use the highest quality tips, the highest quality branches. We even sprinkle in real pine cones.
Beautiful.
There's no 2 same pine cones because they're real, so there's different sizes. And then what Bethlehem Lights does best outside of the foliage is their lighting.
Yeah,
and we basically took our heritage tree from last year, our most popular heritage tree from our highest end collection. We added more lights, we added more pine tips, we made it more full, and it still has that great ease of technology, and it's absolutely beautiful.
And let's walk through and show you each one real quick, and then we'll show you the technology and how to put it together. Okay, so here's your 5-foot tree. Now this is I don't want to say big and fat. It's very full and lush, but the circumference of these trees is not a big, wide, you have to move the furniture out of the way type of a shape.
40 inches in diameter. Yeah. And we don't normally talk tips on these little guys, but 1,900 tips.
It's so lush.
It's so full, it's so dense, you can't see through it, and there's still 300 lights on here.
So 5 foot, this could be your second tree, the kids' room, the foyer, the game room, wherever maybe you have downsized, just have a little space. 5 foot is always very popular, and there's the multi and there's the clear in the 5 foot. Now moving over here, this is your 6.5. 6.5 is always very popular too. It's a nice medium-sized tree, still very full. Clear or multi available?
Clear or multi. We only have multi on the set.
Okay.
But this is a great size if you're downsizing because it's still full and lush, except it's lightweight and easy to put together, and I'll show you that later.
Okay, so and real quick then in the middle, we have the 2 7.5s right here. So this is the clear and the multi over here in the 7.5 foot tall. If you don't have the space for one of the really large trees, this one is just like a beautiful tree at the Christmas tree lot.
The 7.5 foot size is our most popular size. We measure from the floor to the top of the tree. Most houses are 8 foot. And so if you have an 8 foot, it still gives you enough room to put a tree topper on top. And the other thing is, Carolyn, we'll get to it and I'll show you, but each one of these trees, if you take the bottom section out, you can make it smaller. So if you're debating between the 6.5 and the 7.5, get the 7.5 because I'm going to show you how the 7.5 can become a 6.5.
Okay, so our 9 foot tree, which is here and here, and Chad, I'll stand over here. You can stand by that one.
Okay.
So this one, here I am. This is the, right here is the 9 foot tree in the multi, and then we also have it in clear. Usually this is the tallest tree we offer, and it usually sells out first. However, this year, we are able to offer you for the first time a 12 foot tree Wow.
Is that awesome?
Oh my gosh. If you have one of those giant vaulted ceilings, a very tall foyer, this is so beautiful, and it's almost completely sold out already.
One of the questions that we get, do we have to have a mansion in order to have a 12-foot tree? If you have a second-story family room, this is going to fit. If you have a second-story foyer, this could fit. Just because it's 12 feet tall, it's only 61 inches in diameter.
Right.
So it's beautiful, but 1,050 lights.
Wow.
6,600 tips.
Okay, there are fewer than 2 dozen left. For the year, we have no other 12-foot trees of other brands either. If you want the 12-foot, 2 dozen more people can get this. That's it. Okay, so let's show some of the technology.
You want to go
behind
through
this
the
tree.
technology?
Yeah,
Do you want to set it up?
Yeah, let's set one up. Let's
Okay.
come on over here because in the past, and we're showing some beautiful lifestyle now. By the way, these trees are so pretty, you don't even have to decorate them. If you just want to get a couple of the smaller trees and sort of dot them around in different rooms.
I agree.
Because they come loaded up with lights and pine cones and various tips already. There are plenty of places to hang ornaments, though, and these are pre-fluffed branches, which we call ready shape.
That's right.
So they don't bend and get flippy-floppy when you put ornaments on them, and they're very dense, so you don't see through to any wires, or you barely see the pole unless you're really, really looking for it. You can put this tree together in a jiffy, which we'll show you in just a second, even if you're there all by yourself. So in the past, we always like to show this jumbled up thing, which is not only a fire hazard, but it's a hassle. And if something doesn't light up, you don't have any idea which wire it is. You don't have to worry about that anymore because with the new Bethlehem Lights trees, there is one cord.
And by the way, that power strip is real. We used to include power strips with our trees, but now with instant power technology,
You don't need one.
all the power is in the pole. In fact, Bethlehem Lights has the patent on instant power. You can see right here on the end of the stand, it's like an outlet. So each section has a plug, and you're just gonna, and we label it A, B, and C, depending on what size you get. I'm gonna show you how easy. So the tree I'm setting up, Carolyn, is a 7.5-foot tree. The heaviest section is the middle section. It's 14 pounds, just to give you an idea of how easy it is.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna drop the branches
that.
into place. The first time you get this, all you're gonna do is pull the branches down. You might need to shape it a little bit.
Just the first time, or maybe each year when you get it out of storage.
We've been-
It remembers, though, where you want it to be.
I've set this tree up about 20 times this year already. It's the same tree I've been setting up, and it looks brand new every time because of that ready shape technology. Drop the branches, walk around, pull them down.
Fluff it.
But
Takes 2 seconds.
You're going to spend the time doing the fun part, which is decorating,
But
if
look at
you
this
choose
tree.
to decorate
Seriously,
it.
look at that tree. It needs no ornaments. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is. This is one of the most beautiful trees you've ever done. It looks so natural and totally real.
And so I told you before, the most
Wow.
important part of a Christmas tree, honestly, the most important part is it has to look real.
And I want to point out the bottom, if we could, really quick. There is room to stash presents under here, but unlike some trees where the branches are so poofed up,
Yep.
it looks weird. It's like it's almost like you have to put something under it. This one stands alone. It's got a little bit of space here. You can shove a train under there or some ornaments. But I love the shape of it from the ground up.
The profile and
Yeah.
the design is based off of a noble spruce, and so that's why it does that. If you want to lift the branches up, you can do that, but you don't have to. And that's the nice thing about Bethlehem Lights. And Carolyn, that's how other tree companies, quite honestly, get away with cheaper or less expensive trees because they skimp on the type of foliage
Right.
or the number of lights or how low the clearance is off the ground. We've added more lights, more tips than we have before.
So if you're just tuning in, good morning. I know a lot of people just getting back from church or waking up on this Sunday morning. This is our Bethlehem Lights one and only Heritage Tree of the Year. We do only one Heritage Tree with Bethlehem Lights every season. This only debuted at the end of September, and some of these are very, very limited already. We have no reorder of this coming in this year. It's the first time we've ever offered a 12-foot tree, and the 12-foot tree is very limited now with less than 2 dozen to go around. Do we have any in the multi left, Erica, in the 12-foot? Okay, multi is completely sold out.
Wow.
We have literally a handful, and I'm going to walk back to show you. There's 1 dozen left for the year, and you know it's only not even quite the middle of October. This will be gone, and you'll have to wait till 2017 to see it again if you want that big 12-foot tree in the clear only now. We also have it in 9-foot. 9-foot is still available in both clear or multi. And then we also have it in 7.5, in clear or multi. Remember, all of these are on 6 easy payments. And then we have the 6.5 foot in both clear and multi. We only have the multi on the set, but clear is available. And then I love this beautiful 5-foot tree. I mean, it might be shorter in stature, but it is no less full and lush than the 12-foot tree.
Go out to the big box stores, take a look at the 5-foot trees.
They're like a Charlie Brown tree.
You might see that they're less expensive, but
Yeah.
you see through them. Again, 1,900 tips.
Beautiful.
70% of this tree is made with the higher end molded tips, which means it's going to look fresh and real. They don't crush. It has 300 lights. The multi that you're looking at right here is a 7-color jewel tone multi. Traditionally, it's only 5. That's what gives you the really beautiful look.
And can we talk about incandescent lights?
Yes.
Because they're like
So important.
vintage lights that you remember as a kid. But even though they're incandescent lights, if one goes out, what happens?
The rest will stay lit.
Right.
And not only that, we have a feature on here called Perm Snap.
Okay.
The #1 reason for lights to stop working is because the light bulb pops out of the socket. You can't take it out. So
Yep.
that's going to limit the amount of times it can come out.
That's
We
great.
give you a little tool if you need to replace it, and we give you replacement bulbs if you have to. But right behind you, Carolyn, on this clear tree,
Yeah.
this is how you can tell it's incandescent lighting. 360-degree symmetrical lighting. It helps illuminate the entire tree from within and
Beautiful.
out, and it helps showcase all your beautiful ornaments.
This is a gorgeous tree.
Isn't it great?
This tree is going to be a showpiece in your home this holiday season. Again, 5, 6.5, 7.5, 9, or if you're very fast, you might still be able to get the last 1 or 2 left in that 12-foot tree. Here's the price breakdown on your screen. The payments start at just $36.50 for the 5-foot tree, up to $131.50 for the 12-foot. We only do this tree once a year. We do not have any other 12-foot trees of any brand, and no more heritage trees after this sells out. All right, so stay in the ordering process. It's very, very popular. Chad, thank you so much. We'll see you later. All right, we have a wonderful Today Special value for everybody who's looking for a new laptop for Christmas this year or for right now. We've got oodles of great colors, and Dan is going to tell you all about it.
You know, it's pretty simple. QVC sells more computers at